Branching out from the success of Cheers, Frasier aired from 1993 to 2004 and quickly secured its place as a television classic, celebrated for its brilliant wit and sophisticated humor. It earned an astonishing 37 Emmy Awards during its prime years in the late 1990s, a feat that remains unmatched. Yet, as time marches on, even the most iconic stars are not immune to change, and after so many years off the air, fans may find themselves astonished at how the familiar faces have transformed. In today's video, we will reveal their real names, current ages, and where life has taken them. Let's get started. Kelsey Grammer as Dr. Frasier Crane. Born on February 21, 1955 in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, Kelsey Grammer was 38 years old when he embraced the role of Dr. Frasier Crane in Frasier in 1993, a portrayal that would forever shape his career. He brought to life an intelligent psychiatrist with a profound appreciation for classical music, often caught in amusing dilemmas while balancing family dynamics and his professional life in Seattle. With his signature deep voice and outstanding acting prowess, Grammer elevated Frasier into a lasting symbol of refinement, blended with an awkward yet lovable charm. From his clever debates with his father Martin to his tangled romantic relationships, Grammer infused depth and nuance into the character. Expanding on his original role from Cheers, this performance earned him 4 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series, a truly remarkable achievement. Off-camera, Grammer's personal life has been a tapestry of notable successes and formidable challenges. He is married 4 times, finding enduring happiness with Kate Walsh in 2011, and together they share a blended family of 7 children from various relationships. His life journey also includes serious battles with substance abuse during the 1980s and 1990s, which led to some legal troubles. In terms of health, he survived a major heart attack in 2008 and made a strong recovery, allowing him to continue his vibrant career. As of 2025, at 70 years old, Kelsey Grammer remains a dynamic and versatile artist, flourishing in both theater and film, and continues to captivate audiences worldwide. David Hyde Pierce as Dr. Niles Crane. David Hyde Pierce was born on April 3, 1959 in Saratoga Springs, New York. At the age of 34, he stepped into the role of Dr. Niles Crane in Frasier in 1993, portraying Frasier's meticulous, neurotic, and obsessively tidy younger brother, whose quiet devotion to Daphne Moon blossomed into one of the series' most cherished plot lines. Pierce brought Niles to life with a perfect blend of sharp wit and touching vulnerability, masterfully exchanging clever repartee with his brother while undertaking his own emotional evolution. His journey spanned a disastrous marriage with Maris and a heartfelt romance with Daphne, and his outstanding performance earned him 4 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, solidifying his reputation as a brilliant actor. Beyond his career, David Hyde Pierce has embraced a life of quiet meaning. In 2008, he married Brian Hargrove, a writer and director, after spending more than a decade together, and the two have since enjoyed a peaceful existence away from Hollywood's spotlight. In contrast to many of his peers, Pierce has remained free from major health concerns or controversies, leading a life marked by stability and fulfillment. As of 2025, at 65 years old, he continues to be a highly respected presence across television, film, and theater, proudly carrying forward the rich legacy he built during his Frasier years. Jane Leeves as Daphne Moon. Jane Leeves was born on April 18, 1961 in Ilford, England. At the age of 32, she embraced the role of Daphne Moon in Frasier in 1993, portraying a quirky British physical therapist with unusual psychic abilities and a sweet, evolving romance with Niles Crane. Leeves infused the character with warmth, delightful charm, and a sense of innocence, making Daphne a beloved fixture within the series. Initially serving as the Crane family's live-in caregiver, she later blossomed into a devoted wife and loving mother. Her unique combination of British wit and genuine sincerity left an indelible mark on audiences. Away from the spotlight, Jane Leeves has cultivated a life of admiration and fulfillment. She married CBS executive Marshall Coben in 1996, and together they built a joyful family life in Los Angeles, raising 2 children. With no reported health concerns or public controversies, she has masterfully balanced her acting career with family commitments. As of 2025, at 63 years old, Jane Leeves continues her journey in acting, preserving the vibrant charm and positive spirit that have long defined her work. Peri Gilpin as Roz Doyle. Peri Gilpin was born on May 27, 1961 in Waco, Texas. At 32 years old, she embraced the role of Roz Doyle in Frasier in 1993, portraying a sharp-witted, independent radio producer who brought humor to the show through her series of romantic escapades and her steadfast friendship with Frasier. Gilpin transformed Roz into a beacon of resilience and loyalty, evolving from a free-spirited woman into a devoted single mother after giving birth to her daughter, Alice. Her compelling portrayal earned her widespread acclaim and numerous award nominations. Outside of Frasier, she made appearances in CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, and lent her voice to the character Desiree in King of the Hill. In her personal life, Peri Gilpin's journey has been marked by resilience and compassion. She married painter Christian Vincent in 1999, and together they welcomed twin daughters through surrogacy, creating a tightly knit family. The passing of her father due to lung cancer had a profound effect on her, motivating her to actively support cancer research organizations. As of 2025, at 63 years old, Peri Gilpin continues to thrive in her acting and voiceover career, all while remaining a deeply devoted mother with a strong sense of purpose. John Mahoney as Martin Crane. John Mahoney was born on June 20, 1940 in Blackpool, England. At the age of 53, he embraced the role of Martin Crane in Frasier in 1993, portraying a grounded, retired police officer who adored his dog Eddie and his beloved recliner, bringing a sense of warmth and humor that contrasted beautifully with his cultured sons, Frasier and Niles. Mahoney turned Martin into the emotional cornerstone of the series, embodying wisdom, humility, and deep familial affection, crafting a character who was both profoundly relatable and impossible to forget. His outstanding performance earned him several Emmy nominations. Beyond Frasier, he appeared in The American President and lent his voice to the animated film Ants, demonstrating his impressive range as an actor. Away from fame, John Mahoney led a peaceful, independent life. He chose never to marry or have children, instead settling in Chicago, where he found contentment and devoted himself to theater. In his later years, he faced a private battle with throat cancer, which he met with quiet resilience before passing away on February 4, 2018 at the age of 77 in Chicago, Illinois. Though his departure left an undeniable emptiness among fans and colleagues, his legacy as Martin Crane continues to live on. Dan Butler as Bob Bulldog Briscoe. Dan Butler was born on December 2, 1954 in Huntington, Indiana. At the age of 39, he assumed the role of Bob Bulldog Briscoe in Frasier in 1993, portraying the loud, prank-loving, high-energy sports radio host who brought a vibrant comedic spark to the KACL newsroom. With his bold personality and iconic catchphrase, "This stinks," Butler turned Bulldog into an unforgettable figure, occasionally exposing a tender side beneath his tough exterior. Beyond Frasier, he showcased his versatility with roles in The Silence of the Lambs and Roseanne, demonstrating his prowess in both comedic and dramatic performances. Away from the spotlight, Dan Butler has cultivated an honest and rewarding life. Openly gay, he married producer Richard Waterhouse in 2010, building a strong and enduring partnership. With no widely reported health issues or controversies, Butler has led a stable and grounded personal life. As of 2025, at 70 years old, he continues to grace television, film, and stage with his signature energy and charm. Tom McGawan as Kenny Daly. Tom McGawan was born on July 26, 1959 in Belmar, New Jersey. At the age of 39, he took on the role of Kenny Daly in Frasier, portraying the laid-back and occasionally unambitious station manager at KACL, who consistently infused tense moments with warmth and lighthearted humor. McGawan crafted Kenny into a beloved supporting character, blending sincerity and a conflict-averse nature to soften the show's sharper edges. Outside of Frasier, he demonstrated his acting versatility through appearances in Everybody Loves Raymond and The Practice. Away from the screen, Tom McGawan has maintained a peaceful and contented personal life. He has been married to Susie McGawan for many years, together nurturing a close and private family life. As of 2025, at 65 years old, he continues to pursue his passion for acting, bringing his familiar calm presence to both television and theater. Edward Hibbert as Gil Chesterton. Edward Hibbert was born on September 9, 1955 in Long Island, New York. At 39 years old, he joined Frasier in 1993, portraying Gil Chesterton, the self-important food critic known for his extravagant flair and eloquent diction, injecting humor into the show with his grandiose culinary commentary. Hibbert molded Gil into a character that was both delightfully amusing and quietly endearing, enhancing the richness of the ensemble cast. Outside of Frasier, he gained recognition through his roles in The Prestige and as a voice actor in The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, showcasing his versatile talents. In his private life, Edward Hibbert maintains an air of quiet intrigue. Openly gay, he has kept his personal relationships away from the public eye, favoring independence while dedicating himself to his craft. He previously overcame a battle with throat cancer, making a full recovery and continuing to pursue his artistic passions. As of 2025, at 69 years old, Edward Hibbert remains an active and charming presence in voice acting, theater, and television. Patrick Kerr as Noel Shumsky. Patrick Kerr was born on January 23, 1956 in Wilmington, Delaware. At 38 years old, he stepped into the role of Noel Shumsky in Frasier in 1993, portraying the nerdy KACL employee who was obsessed with Star Trek and harbored an awkward yet persistent crush on Roz Doyle. Kerr skillfully brought humor to the role through Noel's social clumsiness and his fluent use of Klingon, making him one of the show's most memorable supporting characters with a naturally endearing performance. Beyond Frasier, he expanded his television career with appearances in Curb Your Enthusiasm and Friends. Outside the public eye, Patrick Kerr has led a modest and private life. As of 2025, at 69 years old, he continues to charm audiences with his comedic talent both on television and on stage. Bebe Neuwirth as Dr. Lilith Sternin. Bebe Neuwirth was born on December 31, 1958 in Newark, New Jersey. At 36 years old, she returned to the role of Dr. Lilith Sternin in Frasier in 1993, portraying Frasier's brilliant yet emotionally detached ex-wife, delivering deadpan humor and navigating a complicated dynamic with him. This character, carried over from Cheers, earned Neuwirth 2 Emmy Awards for Outstanding Supporting Actress, firmly establishing her reputation as a remarkable talent. Beyond Frasier, Neuwirth flourished on Broadway in productions like Chicago and appeared in films such as Jumanji, showcasing her impressive versatility. In her personal life, Bebe Neuwirth's journey has been rich and evolving. She divorced her first husband, Paul Dorman, in 1991 and later married Chris Calkins in 2009. Regarding health, she underwent hip replacement surgery in 2006 due to bone issues but made a full recovery, allowing her to continue performing. As of 2025, at 66 years old, she remains a vibrant and inspiring figure in both theater and television, solidifying her legacy as a multifaceted artist. Harriet Sansom Harris as BB Glazer. Harriet Sansom Harris was born on January 8, 1955 in Fort Worth, Texas. At 38 years old, she stepped into the role of BB Glazer in Frasier, portraying Frasier's ambitious, cunning, and irresistibly bold agent, delivering humor with her theatrical flair and fearless tactics. Harris crafted BB into a scene-stealing character who left a lasting impression on the series. This role was just one milestone in her distinguished career, which also includes a Tony Award win in 2002 for thoroughly modern Millie and notable roles in Desperate Housewives and Nurse Betty. In her personal life, Harriet Sansom Harris maintains an aura of mystery. She has chosen not to marry or have children, appearing to dedicate herself fully to her craft. As of 2025, at 70 years old, she continues to dazzle audiences with her sharp, dynamic performances across television, film, and stage. Trevor Einhorn as Frederick Crane. Trevor Einhorn was born on November 3, 1988, in Los Angeles, California. At just 8 years old, he took on the role of Frederick Crane in Frasier in 1993, playing the bright yet occasionally quirky son of Frasier and Lilith, bringing charm to the series with his shifting passions, from chess tournaments to goth subculture. Einhorn adeptly portrayed Frederick's development across the seasons, highlighting the distinctive relationship he shared with his parents. This early role became the springboard for his career, later leading to notable performances as John Mathis in Mad Men and Josh Hoberman in The Magicians. Away from the spotlight, Trevor Einhorn has built a steady and grounded life. As of 2025, at 36 years old, he continues to secure promising roles, steadily cementing his place within the entertainment world. Millicent Martin as Gertrude Moon. Millicent Martin was born on June 8, 1934, in Romford, England. At 66 years old, she embraced the role of Gertrude Moon in Frasier in 2000, portraying Daphne's sharp-tongued, perpetually complaining, yet hilariously unforgettable mother. With her constant disapproval of her daughter and the Crane family, Martin brought a blend of frustration and humor that added a lively dynamic to the series. Beyond Frasier, she gained widespread recognition for her performances in That Was the Week That Was and on Broadway, starring in productions like The Boyfriend, firmly cementing her enduring legacy. Away from the public eye, Millicent Martin has enjoyed a life rich in experiences. She married producer Mark Miller in 1978 after 2 earlier marriages to Ronnie Carroll and Norman Eshley. Although she never had children and with no significant health issues publicly reported, she continues to maintain good health well into her later years. As of 2025, at 90 years old, Millicent Martin is celebrated as a true icon in the entertainment world, honoring a lifetime of outstanding contributions. Saul Rubin as Donnie Douglas. Saul Rubin was born on July 2, 1948, in Tunder, Germany. At the age of 51, he stepped into the role of Donnie Douglas in Frasier in 1999, portraying a committed but unlucky lawyer and Daphne's fiancé, offering both comedic moments and emotional resonance, especially when he was left at the altar as Daphne chose Niles. Rubin added emotional layers to Donnie, perfectly complementing the show's hallmark blend of humor and heartfelt storytelling. Outside of Frasier, he gained acclaim for his roles as Artie Nielsen in Warehouse 13, Saul Berenson in Homeland, and his appearance in Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven. In his personal life, Saul Rubin has built a happy and enduring home life. He married producer Eleanor Reed in 1990, and together they have 2 children, nurturing a warm and stable family environment. With no publicized health issues or controversies, Rubin continues to enjoy a life of stability. As of 2025, at 76 years old, he remains active, taking on compelling roles across film and television. Jane Addams as Dr. Mel Karnowski. Jane Addams was born on April 1, 1965, in Washington, D.C. At the age of 34, she took on the role of Dr. Mel Karnowski in Frasier, portraying a sharp, controlling plastic surgeon who brought both tension and humor through her brief yet intense relationship with Niles Crane. Addams shaped Mel into a memorable supporting character, highlighting the complexities within Niles's romantic entanglements. Beyond Frasier, she is recognized for her standout performances in films like Happiness and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, as well as a Tony-nominated role in An Inspector Calls. Away from the screen, Jane Addams leads a steady and balanced life. As of 2025, at 59 years old, she continues to impress in television and film, consistently delivering roles filled with depth and subtlety. Wendy Malik as Roni Lawrence. Wendy Malik was born on December 13, 1950 in Buffalo, New York. At the age of 53, she stepped into the role of Roni Lawrence in Frasier, playing a charismatic lounge singer and former babysitter to Frasier and Niles, who brought warmth, humor, and a vibrant energy to the series, ultimately marrying Martin Crane in the show's final season. Malik infused Roni with a natural charm that brightened the Crane family dynamic. Beyond Frasier, she is widely recognized for her Emmy-nominated role as Nina Van Horn in Just Shoot Me, her portrayal of Victoria Chase in Hot in Cleveland, and her voice work in The Emperor's New Groove. Outside of acting, Wendy Malik leads a balanced and enriching life. She married contractor Richard Erickson in 1995 after her divorce from Mitch Glazer in 1989, and the couple has no children. With no reported health issues, Malik continues to maintain excellent health. As of 2025, at 74 years old, she remains an active and celebrated presence in television and voice acting, bringing her unmistakable charm to every project she touches. As we look back on the remarkable journey of the Frasier cast, it becomes clear that their talents left an indelible mark, not only on television but also in the hearts of millions. Through laughter, love, and moments of profound humanity, they brought to life a story that continues to resonate across generations. Whether gracing the stage, the screen, or choosing lives away from the spotlight, each of them has contributed something unforgettable to the world. Their legacy reminds us that while time may change faces and seasons, the spirit of great storytelling endures forever. Thank you for joining us in celebrating these extraordinary artists and the timeless magic they created together.